I'm Jordan Giorgio, and it's time for Quick Hitters, your fastest 3 minutes in sports right here on Chat Sports. Let's go ahead and recap all the madness in college basketball over the weekend. In a battle of underdogs, Loyola-Chicago came out on top to beat Kansas State 78-62. Loyola-Chicago came out red hot. They led 36-24 at halftime and pulled ahead by as many as 23 in the second half. Ben Richardson led the way for the Ramblers with a career-high 23 points, so Loyola-Chicago is heading to the Final Four for the first time since 1963, where they will face the Michigan Wolverines. And speaking of Michigan, they held off a late Florida State rally and hung on for a 58-54 win over Florida State. Charles Matthews led the Wolverines with 17 points, including 10 in the first half. Michigan will now head to San Antonio to face Loyola-Chicago in the Final Four. Villanova advances to the Final Four after their 71-59 victory over Texas Tech. Jalen Brunson led the way with 15 points, while Eric Pascal added 12 points and 14 rebounds. So the Wildcats advance to the Final Four for the second time in 3 years. Malik Newman in top-seeded Kansas knocked off second-seeded Duke 85-81 in overtime in a thrilling Midwest region finale that punched the Jayhawks ticket to the Final Four for the first time since 2012. Newman scored all 13 of the Jayhawks' points in overtime and finished with a career-high 32. The Jayhawks will face fellow top seed Villanova in San Antonio on Saturday. Before we continue, we are down to our Final Four, and I've got to know who you guys got winning the NCAA Tournament. Get your reactions in. Give me a heart for Loyola-Chicago, a like for Michigan, a ha-ha face for Villanova, or a wow face for Kansas. Let's get into your recap in the NBA from last night. The Milwaukee Bucks got the job done, securing a key 106-103 victory over the San Antonio Spurs. Giannis returned from an ankle injury to score 25 points, and the Bucks held on in the final few minutes after building a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, ending the Spurs' 6-game winning streak. The Utah Jazz overcame a slow start to secure a much-needed victory over the short-handed Golden State Warriors 110-91. Rudy Gobert led the way with 17 points and 15 rebounds. The Jazz have now won 23 of their past 27 games and sit in 8th place in the Western Conference standings. The Indiana Pacers overcame a slow start to the night to pull off a 113-107 overtime win against the Miami Heat, clinching a spot in the 2018 NBA playoffs. Victor Oladipo had 23 points and 5 assists to help the Pacers reach the postseason for the 7th time in the last 8 seasons. Here's a quick recap of all those final scores from last night in the NBA. The Cleveland Cavaliers took down the Brooklyn Nets 121-114 for their 5th straight victory, led by LeBron James's 37 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. And CJ McCollum scored 34 points to help the Portland Trailblazers to a 108-105 victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder. That was Quick Hitters. I'm Jordan Giorgio. Make sure to go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jordan Giorgio, and I'll see you guys next time.